You're listening to Basement Birds, by the way. This is Logan and Reid
Yeah.
discussing Riverside, the software that we use to record this podcast for your
Not sponsored.
pleasure of your ear holes. This week, we had an interesting time. I did this past weekend at the golf course. It's getting
Logan.
warm out. It's getting warm.
It's golf
and
season.
There's drama already.
Yeah. Was this...
Surprisingly not involving my dad.
Have you played around outside yet?
No.
Wow.
Not at the range. I played rounds at the range. Right?
That doesn't
I played
count.
virtual rounds
That doesn't
at
count.
the range. No, it does not.
Yeah.
No, it does not. However, it's
I
still
see.
enjoyable. I still enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I wish I had a range like that around me. That would be fantastic.
So, what had happened was, I was going golfing.
You said that 1 second. You said that so strangely.
What
happened
happened
was...
What happened was,
All
on
right, continue. Sorry.
Sunday morning, I was getting ready to go to the links. You know,
Yeah.
I pull on my golf pants, I put on my polo, my heated vest, my quarter zip. I was
Pause.
ready.
You have a heated vest?
I do.
Is it one of those
the
Milwaukee
greatest
ones?
thing. No. It's from Costco.
Oh.
It is.
Is it Kirkland
fantastic.
brand?
No, it's not. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you the brand. It's some random brand.
Okay.
It is so nice. I love it so
Yeah.
much, and it keeps you warm. Obviously, as a heated vest does. And
How long does it last?
It has different levels of heat
I'm
intensity.
getting distracted
so
by this
depending
heated
on,
vest. I'm on Costco's website. I want to find this thing now.
Depending on what level of
Yeah.
heat
Ah.
you put it on, it will
Yeah.
determine the length
What-
of time that it is.
What
open.
brand is it?
I don't know.
The only ones I know are the ones that Milwaukee makes.
No, it's not the Milwaukee one.
Okay.
It
'Cause
is.
those things seem expensive, but
I think it's the Heat Lover one.
Heat Lover.
No. It is. I think it's this.
Heat Lover heated vest for men?
Maybe I don't know.
I just got page not found with a giant teddy bear on a stack of water.
Heated vest empties. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Heat Lover heated
mobile.
unisex puffer vest? I don't think we are
Mobile
looking...
warming field shear technology product.
what the heck? I may just need a link for this because I am not looking at the same stuff
That
that you
link
are
looks
there.
awful suspect.
It's a Costco link.
Yeah, heated BT base layer vest unisex field shear.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
So it's a heated vest. Anyway,
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a little chilly, a little chill in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We were gonna, pulling on the heated vest, getting the quarter zip out, got my golf clubs all ready to go. Balls into the pocket, as it were, and tees and cleats, spikes were thrown into the car.
Do you have spikes?
I have ones that are detachable, so
Okay.
you can replace them on the bottom.
Yeah.
They're plastic,
Okay.
so they're not metal. But
Got it.
because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have metal ones. Anyway,
No. Well, mine, I have like a spikeless shoe.
yeah. So I have like actual
You have actual spikes. All right,
spikes,
gotcha.
not
All right,
just
sorry.
like not
Continue.
little pointy things. So I was rocking and rolling, getting into
Mm-hmm.
the car. I was going. Golf course is I'd say about 20 minutes south of where I'm at, south on Interstate 55, and not a lot going on the farther south you go on Interstate 55 in Illinois. So this is probably about an hour outside of Chicago. So you go an
Okay.
hour about south, and a lot of corn, a lot of boringness.
You're in the boonies down there, yeah.
So I arrive at said course, ready to go. I'm going to meet my buddy there, and he's got two other buddies to go. So we've got a foursome.
That's good.
I'm always the first one there. I like to get there nice and early. I was going to hit the range, loosen up the muscles and you know get ready to whack
how
some
early?
balls.
How early do you like to get to a course before you golf?
Depends. I got there about 40 minutes early to
Okay.
hit the range.
Okay, that's fair.
You're supposed to be on the tee 10 minutes before. You know, I like to give some
10
time.
minutes before.
Yes.
Is that what they say?
Yes.
Geez, the courses around here you roll up 5 minutes before, and you look like you're early.
Yeah. So you're supposed to be ready to go 10 minutes before.
Jeez,
Is
that
the
seems
common
excessive.
courtesy among golf courses.
That
And
seems
so
excessive.
we,
Anyway.
well, we tend to get there. I tend to get there pretty early. I wanted to hit some drives, hit some iron shots, you know, make sure I'm all dialed in. Hit some putts because I haven't putted in a while, probably since last season, because obviously at the range you're not doing a lot of putting. So
Yeah, I don't know if you're doing any, but
I wanted to hit some putts. And so, you know, first thing, got to roll up there. I'm going to go check in the clubhouse, in the pro shop, where you check in when you golf. And so I roll in, and I know my friend. I don't know who else he's invited, and I just assumed he was the one that, you know, had the tee time booked. You know, as you call, you reserve a time to golf. Okay. So I go up there, hey, how you doing? You know, you got a time?
hey, how you doing?
How you doing? It's golf. How you doing? I need 9:50. That's what time our time is. 9:50. You know what I'm saying? 9:50. So 9:50 was our time. I roll up in there at about 9:15, I'd say. And I say, here's my buddy's name, and he's like, I don't have him. I don't have his name.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. Maybe maybe his buddy called and did the reservation. Well, are you with this? The guy's like listing off some of the names. Like,
no.
none of those names sound familiar. He's like, all these people only have 2 guys. I'm like, yikes! I don't know about this, and that was my first indication that something was amiss. Yikes! Okay.
Oh
So,
no.
9:20 rolls around. Buddy shows up. I'm like, what's the deal? He's like, we may have an issue. It's like, oh, no. We may have an issue. Yeah. So
no.
I may have booked the time for yesterday.
Did he realize this when he showed up to the course?
I called him when I was in the pro shop. No answer, of course.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, man.
As it always goes. I'm like, hey, man, what's
There's a
going
problem.
on? He says doesn't have your name. I'm like, what name did you put it under? He's like, I put it under my name. No, you didn't, because it's not there. Okay,
gosh.
so now he's like, I'll be there in a minute. Okay, so he shows up, and then I'm like, he's like, we have a problem. Reservation I booked is for yesterday. What? What?
Woof.
He's like, I booked the time for yesterday. I was like, but it's today. It's not yesterday. We need to go.
But it's today.
Okay.
Oh
He's
no.
like, I'm gonna go talk to them, and as it were, we have the problem solvers in the group, and unfortunately, they were unable to accommodate our foursome.
Oh no.
And so I was like, yeah, this is not good.
No.
Okay.
Did he pay for the tee time?
Well, see, that's the thing is like you have to put your card in, and so he was worried that he was gonna charge the card,
Yeah.
and this course was more expensive than courses that I normally go to, and all these highfalutin golf people are like, well, I would, all this nonsense, right?
Sure, whatever that meant.
Right. So I found out when I got there. I didn't even ask. It was going to be $100 for the round to ride.
Woof.
I was like, whoa.
Woof.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was worried. I mean, he put his card in, but at that point he hadn't been charged $400. But unfortunately, that would be unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
To be on the hook for that money. So
He sure would.
hopefully they won't do that. It was obviously a mistake because he showed up. We were all there ready to go. Balls and clubs and bags and various other things in our hands, ready. With bells on, waiting for the golf cart.
Yeah, you're ready to go. Yeah.
Not going to happen. So,
Oh, jeez.
what had happened then was he was like, "Oh, well, we're going to go to this other place, which is even further away." And I was like, "You know what? I got to be home." And we were going to go to the shoe store yesterday afternoon, and so I just ended up going to a different golf course, to the range.
There you go.
Because we are playing in they call it an outing. I call it more of a tournament for top tier competitive golf.
Okay.
By that I mean Park District fundraiser golf. So so it's kind of cool though. It's like a cool little idea where this outing is at the range. So it's at the range, where you can play a full round. So you do like the simulator, the TrackMan. Get the TrackMan in there and you play the course. And so we played the whole course that we're going to play on Friday 2 times through. We played 36 holes of golf.
Go. Nice.
Which was really good.
Yeah.
And, it saved us some money in the meantime and got some practice in, because I don't know about you, but like when you start golfing in the spring after you've been off for the whole winter, I feel like I can start off really well, hit some good shots, but I'm so dang tired by the end of the round that fatigue plays a big factor in my golf rounds. I don't know if you feel the same way.
I don't have it too much, honestly, but I don't know. I don't get fatigued too much during a round, honestly, but.
Well, that means you're not swinging the club hard enough, my friend.
No, but I swing it. See, the thing is, though, I don't swing it as hard as you, but I swing it more than you because I'm probably taking more shots on the course, so I should be more tired, That's where I'm at.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been feeling real good about my golf swing.
That's good.
This season.
Yeah, that's always a good
better
feeling.
than I have. I put specific work into the driver, and I think it's doing pretty well. So
that's great.
One thing that's also doing pretty well is this grass that I'm growing in the backyard. I don't know if you've ever had to grow grass.
I have not.
You don't laugh. First of all, don't laugh. This is a serious matter. Okay.
Sure.
You know how hard it is to grow grass?
I imagine it's not easy.
It's not easy, and the problem is the grass. It only grows where you don't want it to grow. I'm planting grass in the grass designated area. It's growing over here in I call it the grass designated area. Okay, the GDA, grass designation area, and I'm growing grass over here in the flowers. It's growing in the cracks of the sidewalk, but in the grass designated area, no grass. Unbelievable. Finally, after a series of water, that was this whole fiasco with the basement flooding. That was because I was trying to water the grass seed that I had just planted. Because you need to water, you need sunshine, you need this, you need that. You got to sing a lullaby every night. I mean, it's literally ridiculous. All these hoops you have to jump through.
Yeah.
And then to still not have grass is extremely frustrating. I don't know. What is your gardening experience? You have any gardening experience?
Zero. Nothing since I was younger, and I was helping my mom in the family garden, but absolutely zero. Yeah. I can't. Well, I don't know if I can grow anything.
We should, Nicole and I did, you have like a patio balcony, right? Kind of thing?
Yeah. I have a small patio, yeah.
You can get a small pot, and we should each get like a seed and try, and try and grow it, and who can grow the best plant.
That could be interesting.
Or we get like a I don't know. Do pickles grow on plants? I don't know. We could try and grow pickles. Isn't it
a cucumber? Don't pickles start as cucumbers?
Maybe. I don't know. Or a strawberry.
A pickle is a pickled cucumber. Yeah.
We get a strawberry plant.
Yeah.
You know, see who can grow the biggest fruit.
There you go. That's not bad.
Okay, well, we'll maybe put a pin in that because...
There you go. You know what we shouldn't put a pin in, though, Logan?
What's that?
Odd news.
Odd news.
My favorite segment of the show, probably.
News. That is the only good segment of this show. So.
Except for that one time we talked about future predictions from AI. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, okay.
And the Pope talk last week was entertaining.
Yeah, that was a hoot and a half. Look
I
out
also
if you
watched
haven't heard.
Conclave, but we can talk about that maybe once the actual Conclave starts.
Yeah, okay.
I just kind of remember that now. That could have been a topic for today, but oh well. You know, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I can go first.
Go for it.
So, Nicole, for a long time, has wanted to get a dog.
Yeah.
And more specific than that, she has always wanted to get a wiener dog.
Yes.
Also known as a dachshund.
What did you just say?
A dachshund.
A dachshund?
A dachshund.
No, that's just wrong.
A dachshund. There's
Okay,
no
a dachshund.
A dachshund.
I'm German. I should know.
A different word than this word.
I don't know.
This is a miniature dachshund.
No, that's just
was found after 529 days in the wild on a kangaroo island. So this dog, this miniature dachshund who fled from her owners on Australia's Kangaroo Island, has been rescued after 549 days in the wild. This dog, whose name is Valerie, which is a great name for a dog.
That is a good name for a dog.
From Strokes Bay campsite while visiting her owners, Georgia and Josh. This was back in November of 2023.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This poor dog.
These two people spent over a week searching the area with help from the locals, but they were unable to locate Valerie the dog. The couple feared their pet had fallen victim to one of the island's many predators, but in mid-March, this year's rescuers with Kangala Wildlife Rescue revealed there had been a confirmed sighting of Valerie alive and well on the island. So there's obviously the Wiener Dog Watch Group set out.
The Wiener Dog Watch Group?
The nonprofit group stepped up. Eventually, the wiener dog got found on Kangaroo Island. So,
wonderful.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, buddy. All right.
Well, for the sake of efficiency, I'll make mine quick. Okay, mine. Not much to say about it. This comes from our good friend David Rush, serial Guinness World Record breaker. He has put his speedy stacking skills to the test to take on the title for the fastest time. His speedy stacking skills. Fastest time to stack 10 rolls of toilet paper with one hand. The previous record, 5.45 seconds. Just under 5.5 seconds.
To stack 10?
Yes, it took him hundreds of practice sessions and dozens of official attempts to break the previous record.
What?
Yeah, but he was able to narrowly take the title with a time of 5.38 seconds, and he said that he wore out dozens of toilet paper rolls in practice, but they didn't go to waste. This is great. After serving their time in the training area, they were moved into bathrooms across the house to live out the rest of their lives in service. God, what a... David Rush, he breaks records. He looks out for the environment. He's not wasting stuff.
He is a man of the people. I tell you what,
the best
David
part,
Rush.
Which actually answers a good question about us. We have asked before, what is this guy's day job? Okay? And this says, the serial record breaker said his efforts have slowed as of late due to starting a new job. But he is still aiming to take new titles. It does not say what the new job is, but we can confirm that this is not David Rush's full-time job, because I don't know how you do that.
What? Oh, my God. I'm recording a podcast.
What is happening?
There's a spider upstairs. That did
This
not warrant an interruption.
This episode has had it all.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to... end.
This episode is cursed.
This episode is brought to you by
absolutely
pain
cursed.
and suffering.
Yeah, and stomach pain. Oh.
Okay. Well, you go fix that. I got to go
I
kill
hope
a
so.
spider.
And
we
fix
got
your camera,
social media
too.
platforms. Yeah,
We sure do.
charge the camera.
Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, YouTube.
All of the
Basement Birds.
platforms. Check it out. We'll catch you all in
Basement
the next one. Let's get out of here. Jeez.
See ya.